from the Denver Broncos Media Center, welcome to Broncos Country Tonight with Ryan Edwards and Benjamin Allbright.
There's a lot of heart on this Broncos team, and they showed it late in that game. Let's head out to the hotline and talk about it with Broncos defensive lineman Shelby Harris joining us. Shelby, you're on with Ryan Edwards and Benjamin Allbright. What's up, man? How are you?
What's up, fellas? What's good? How y'all doing?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. I could imagine you're pretty fired up after what ultimately happened in that game. And look, I imagine, like it was for a lot of the fans, it was a roller coaster of emotions for you guys, too.
Man, it was just, I just think it was a crazy game. Like you said, the emotions from the beginning to the end. It's just it's a game I think that could be a season-defining game for us, in the future. Just something that we really worked towards overcoming adversity and really, sticking together as a team and really getting that team win.
It really felt like that, too. Felt like complimentary football, I think, for the first time. Obviously, the offense didn't get going for quite some time, but then once they did, that fourth quarter, that last part of the third quarter, the fourth quarter, it was on fire. It's fun to watch, And then for you guys sitting down there on the sideline, when did the optimism kick in on that one? Did you have it all along? You had them right where you wanted, even though it wasn't happening? Or was there a moment in that game where you said, oh, we got this?
Man, my thinking during the game the whole time was just, screw it. Let's just take it one series at a time. The moment we stopped feeling sorry for ourselves was the moment that we just started whooping ass. You know what I mean? And that I think that really changed everything. Is just defense, I feel like kind of got on the lull. Like offense was kind of doing started doing the same stuff as they were before, but then they pulled it out. But then we I felt like didn't have the response that we usually would have right away. And then we kind of especially in the start of the second half, they came out and scored, and I think we gave them 10 points in the second half, and that first 7, it just we had to really get it back together and bring it back in, and I'm really happy about the guys really figured a way to reel everything back in and put together.
Yeah, it's really been kind of a test of patience, it feels like, there for the defense. We've heard about after the game against Kansas City, there were some words exchanged, and then we heard there were some words exchanged in the locker room during halftime. But how have you guys, in your opinion, been able to kind of hold it all together and still go out there and compete?
I really think the way we hold it all together is we all actually like each other. I really think that actually has a lot more to do with it than anything, because my thing is we know the other people on the other side of the ball, and we know how hard they're working. We know it's not for a lack of trying. That just little head nod, like, all right, yeah, we know you, we got you. Like, I know in the middle of the game, I said something, so I said, hey, we really need y'all today. We're going to need y'all today, and they came through ever since after that.
Do you think that, you guys, some of you guys on that defense having taken longer to get to that success in your individual careers maybe contributes to the fact that you have more patience with this young offense coming up? Look at guys like you, Mike Purcell, Alexander Johnson. It took Justin a few years to work up to all. But you guys having that journey in you maybe helps have a little more patience with these young guys?
I definitely think it helps, because my biggest thing is with young guys, you have to be okay with them messing up. You have to be okay with them not being perfect, not being good at times. And especially with no OTAs, no workouts, anything like that, like rookies really are kind of struggling. So it's all about just staying patient with young guys. I think last week we kind of, imploded a little bit. So we had to take a look at ourselves and really figure out, who are we? Don't let the outside noise get to us. We know who we are. And, I really feel like we're sticking to our guns now.
Shelby Harris joining us here on Broncos Country Tonight. I want to talk to you about momentum for a moment here, because it's obviously a very real thing that you see over the course of a game. What did you think was the momentum change for you guys in that game? You can start anywhere. It could be Phil's big run. Phil's big run, I think, really, like, hey, don't give up on us yet. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of gave us that feeling like, don't try to say it's over. I just shot all the boos and stuff. Nobody wants to hear that garbage. Come on now. Like, my thing is, like, think about it like this. Like, if you would have given up on John Elway in that time they're trying to give up on Drew Lock, there would be no John Elway. Mm-hmm. So I'm tired. Like, in this world today, We want results right now, and we're not being reasonable. Like, come on, like, how often do we have we've had our full first-team offense? Like, that's the thing. It's like we've gone through 3 different QBs this year. Like, with Drew being hurt and going to Jeff and then going to Brett. Like, people are just unrealistic. You know what I mean? Like, Drew Lock is going to be fine.
I know that for you guys, when you guys go back and look at it, it's going to be something you're going to want to share up. The Chargers were able to run pretty significantly against you, 38 carries, 210, averaging 5.5. I know you guys are missing Mike Purcell, and that is a pretty big loss in the run game. What can you guys do to help that?
Oh, we'll get that fixed. I'm not worried about that. You know, honestly, it's minor mistakes here and there. And they had a good plan running the ball, but I definitely believe that going into next week, we're going to get that figured out. I really just feel we have the guys in here that can stop the run and rush the passer. Obviously it didn't show it, during the game, but I definitely expect a better showing next week.
Shelby, it was great catching you up with you. Great insight, and congratulations on a really big win.
I appreciate it, fellas. Thanks for having me on.